You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 201.
201, man. I'm Red Zone Ralph this week. NFL back!
NFL is back, baby. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and X.
on Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. And special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, hope.
Shout out to OS Gang out there, man.
What's happening?
Ralph, my guy, my pal, my partner.
Yes, sir.
My guy, what's happening, man?
201, bro. I'm feeling great.
I know. It's like new life breath into the pod.
Man, what? I mean, hey, man, 201 is usually a new beginning in curriculum academia anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're moving on up to a different level.
Oh, I see what you did there. I
love
it.
Man, we talk,
I
man.
love it.
Don't deep with this thing, bro. But, man, hey, feeling good today, man. Feeling great, man. What about you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling really good. The weather is it's doing its thing. Like it's been feeling really good the last couple of days. So that plays a part on mental. Knock on wood, right? Knock on wood.
Heat wave come back, all right?
Right. Right. The weekend been dope though. I went to a art festival in Clayton Friday night, so that was cool. Just saw like a lot of different pieces. Was able to eat some good food and just vibe out. It kind of felt like the episode of Insecure when Issa and Lawrence kind of got back together.
Damn, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like in season 5
with the symmetry and shit.
Yeah,
that's
shit was great.
Japanese art festival shit.
It was a beautiful night, man. It was a beautiful night. That was cool. I won tickets to Music at the Intersection, a music festival here in St. Louis. So went to day 1 yesterday in the evening. Saw some really dope performances. I saw Masego. I've been wanting to see Masego for a minute. Dope live show. And then saw Smino headline, St. Louis native. Shout out to Smino. Amazing stage show, man. He had like drones lighting up the sky, like with the arch and like Chinese, like the Chinese food box and all that kind of like it was dope. It was dope. So shout out to Smino, man.
I was gonna say, was Sexy Red not available? Was she not there?
She was not there, at least not that I know, because I got there kind of late yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't on the lineup.
Okay, she was there. I'll say that.
What you mean?
She was there.
Okay.
I seen video of her.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
I'm confused. I'm confused. I was confused, bro. I was confused. My bad. My bad. Shout out to Sexy Red. But nah,
I was asking that being rhetorical, like asking if you was going. Okay, let me just play it out for Johnny.
I was way, bro. I was confused.
I was like, was Sexy Red not there? And I was saying it because I knew that she was there, and I saw her perform via Instagram video. I was just like, did she not?
I didn't know.
Okay, I saw the ski yee going up. I was like,
listen, I might have missed that part. I wasn't there when she was out.
Okay,
I didn't know. But today, actually, Thundercat is performing. Tank and the Bangers performing. James Biko, shout out to James Biko. He's performing today. And Grandmaster Flash is going to be there. So I really want to see Grandmaster Flash. So we'll be there later on this evening and, kicking it, man. So it's lit. So, yeah. Outside of that, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
How was Labor Day? Oh, you worked.
Now, listen, don't ask me nothing, man. Give me like 2 to 3 more weeks. We can talk about anything that's going on in my life.
Okay.
But till then, I ain't on nothing.
Say less.
I have nothing to report.
Say less. I got you, bro. I got you. With that being said,
Man, what we doing? Off the dome?
off the dome. You want me to go or you got it?
Go, bro.
All right. So first of all, I want to give a shout out to Coco Gauff, 19-year-old tennis phenom. She just won the U.S. Open yesterday. She's the youngest American woman to win since Serena.
Okay.
So shout out to her. But with that, with her big win at the U.S. Open, she's a champion now. She's a Grand Slam champion now. I want to ask you, if you were to win a championship, just, any sport or whatever, what would be the first song that you play to celebrate?
It's a lot. And I guess since it's off the dome, I have to go with the low-hanging fruit. I'd probably go with Trophies by Drake. I like the horns. Soulja Boy produced it. It's just Drake popping shit on, championship level types, songs like that, I guess. So it's just like, Trophies.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at that, right? Me, I just wanted to be loud, just ignorant, yelling and noise. I'm going Meek Mill, I'm a Boss, featuring Rick Ross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. I just loud, just oh my God. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I'm playing it immediately.
I fools with it.
Yeah, man.
I like that. My off the dome it's music related. Which, and this is, kind of came to mind after, Magoo passed. Rest in peace to him.
Got you.
So, which non-rapping duo are you taking? Timbaland, Magoo, or Big Tymers?
Timbaland and Magoo or Big Tymers. Ooh. Damn, that's interesting because these are two different types of duos, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're both rap. It's like a producer and they really can't rap,
right? So. But do I want to be groovy or do I want to talk my shit? Which one I want to do? I don't know. I think
it depends on the mood you in, bro.
It does. Well, I'm gonna go with what I'm feeling today. I want to be groovy, so I'm gonna go Timbaland and Magoo. I'm gonna go Timbaland and Magoo.
Well, I'm going Big Tymers, baby. Listen, bro, get your roll on, all that stuff. Man. I need all that in my life. What you talking? Listen, man, Big Tymers got hits, bro.
No, facts.
They might smack up a few people with verses. Fuck you talking about?
But then I can write with love to love you, love you, love you. Ooh, yeah, all that fake singing.
I
love it.
I love it. But Gator boots with a pimped out Gucci suit. I need all that, bro.
Damn, that's funny as hell.
Sit down on the gator, let it bite your butt. You know what I'm saying? Like he said that.
He did say that. He absolutely said that.
He said that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That was off the dome, people, man. Which non-rapping duo are you taking? Timbaland, Magoo, and Big Tymers, and why?
Yeah, man. And then what song are you playing immediately after you win the championship? Let us know.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
OS Gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS News docket for the week. Man, we're going to be all over the place, but we promise it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. Let's start here first. Since I talked about Cash Money, let's get this out the way. BG, Baby Gangster, was released after not a 14-year stint. He was sentenced to 14 years. He served 11 of those, I believe. He's free now. And the reason that's big news, for one, we have a black man that's back home after, whatever crime that he committed. It's escaping me at the point. But Baby has come out and announced that he's signing BG, and a Hot Boys reunion is in the works. Johnny, what do you have to say about BG being free and then a possible Hot Boys reunion?
First of all, shout out to BG.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mans is free now. He could be with his people. Cool. Well, Baby don't play, man. Putting that man right to work.
I mean, he
saw
him right out the jail. Like, he got him right out of prison. Like, that was one of the first videos we seen was Baby and BG hooking up after.
You think he got a first day out freestyle?
Listen, man, I love BG, man, and I haven't listened to anything full length, any full length projects or anything of his since like 2006, 2007. I'm not excited to hear anything that he has to say. That's all due respect. I'm just happy that he's out because that's part of my childhood. It's like memories unlocked, like that type of thing. So, but I don't want to hear like I'll go back and
listen. You want to hear nothing new?
I'll go listen to Heart of the Streets and Chopper City in the Ghetto if I need to. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta get that off, but I don't want to hear nothing new. Well,
if he goes on tour, and tours his music, his older music. You going? No.
No, it's not. And I like BG. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Baby Gangsta my G. But I'm good.
It's cool. That's cool.
Listen, bro, and that's with all due respect. I don't think that was disrespectful. I'm good.
And I mean, and again, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. So, with there potentially being a Hot Boys reunion, how do you feel about them touring? Their old music,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if this is a thing. This is just me asking. Potentially having new Hot Boys music. What you think about that?
If Juvenile and Wayne ever wanted to get together and do something collaborative, I'm not even speaking about a full-length project, just a few songs here and there, I'll be okay with that. Turk, I don't really... I know he's been kind of like in the wind. He's been talking so much shit about whatever's been going on with the Cash Money camp. As of late, whenever you see him, it's always that.
Yeah.
BG just got out of prison. I'm not saying that he was... Like, BG was one of them, one of the street poets, if you ever paid attention to him when he was out. So I'm never going to discount him in that way. So new music, that shit is out. I said all that to say new music, no. Am I excited for like a reunion Cash Money tour? Possibly, but Wayne is not the performer that he used to be because that Cardi tour came and went and you didn't hear anything good about it.
I at least heard. Excuse me. I at least heard the set list was dope.
I'm talking about performance.
Oh, performance.
No, we not talking. And then how much? And then this is the other part too. Cash Money, Lil Wayne, and the Lil Wayne that we get when he's solo is two different Lil Waynes. You don't hear nothing pre-Carter. You barely hear Carter.
It's true.
It's really Carter 2 on to what he did to Sorry for the Wait or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like any recent freestyles or guest verses, but you don't hear anything from. The block is hot, 500 degrees, lights out. You don't hear none of that. Nothing. It's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing, right? Niggas don't acknowledge the first couple albums until Off the Wall. Fuck you, be like it's the same thing with Lil Wayne. Niggas don't acknowledge nothing he did pre-Carter.
That's okay. Nah, look.
So all the Hot Boy stuff is from that era. Like it's from that era. Because the thing about the Carter that was so amazing was because he was out here by himself. 500 Degrees was trash. That shit was ass. It was boo-boo.
Damn. Okay, well.
Okay.
So
I went all over.
No,
but no, I don't.
But I understand your point, though.
Okay.
Points were made. Points were made. Well, look, okay, so I have another off the dome. This is completely random, something I actually thought about the other day.
Okay.
Like with the success of the Renaissance tour with Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of people have been bringing back the comparisons between her and Michael Jackson, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as, greatest performers ever, things like that, which I understand the debates. Like, no, it's nothing bad for me at that point, right?
Okay.
But I have a question, genuinely. Like, Michael Jackson, whenever he performed after Billie Jean dropped, no matter tour, whenever he performed, Billie Jean is like the staple, the staple song and performance at whatever tour you're going to, right? Mm-hmm. My question is, does Beyonce have a song like that?
I would assume it's like maybe Love on Top.
Okay.
Because if you go up, you was at the concert. What was the reaction?
Well, the reaction was the same for everything.
But all right, then if that's her one, then
okay. But and
I'm not comparing the songs. I'm just saying if you're talking about one, that's the one.
And that's what. And this is no shade or anything. It was me literally sitting trying to think like what is, because I'm not like that big of a Beyonce fan like that to know. So I was just curious, like what is Beyonce's one like song like that where no matter what she performs, what album she's touring, all that kind of stuff, what song does that similar to Billie Jean?
I'm about to say that song, and that song is damn near 10 years old, so it's been out there for a while. So
right, for sure.
She been on 87 tours since.
It's true.
That could have been
87 countries.
I'm gonna say they could have been shucked off the playlist of the set list by now.
hell is ago, but nah. Okay. I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that. I'm not. That's what's up. Sorry, I just that was a question I literally had earlier today. I was like, damn, I wonder. So, but yeah, shout out to Beyonce.
But back to the Hot Boys reunion. Are you excited for anything that could come from that?
Not really.
Okay. That's why the Off the Dome came.
No, it just happened. You brought up Michael Jackson, and it brought the memory back. But I mean, look, if they go on tour, I'll definitely look at the clips. They come out like on social media.
That would be a mess.
You think so?
Yeah, it would be. I'm not excited.
Damn. Cause I mean, look,
Cause
they could do what So Def Bad Boy been doing. They could do their reunion tour and all that.
They gotta step their joint up, bro. They gotta. Hey, you just can't announce a reunion tour. Like you gotta go out here and get your chops up, bro. You got one person that been in jail for over a decade. Turk ain't been nowhere that's near relevancy without being in an interview slandering niggas. The only people that been out here is Wayne and Juvie.
And honestly, outside of people in Louisiana, who would be, and again, no disrespect, who would be excited to see that?
That is disrespectful because they can go all. The thing about Southern rappers, right? You just pigeonhole them to their state. They can do the whole South.
Okay. Look, again.
Disrespectful.
Again, listen, my apologies.
He said outside of Louisiana when you got Juvenile and Wayne. That's crazy.
But if they only doing Hot Boys music though, not solo sets.
Okay, still. Okay. Southern staple, guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
You know what, next topic, because I'm not going to do this with y'all. Since we talk about music, let's just talk about this. We talked about a Birdman thing. Let's get to Diddy, right? Diddy has come out and he has released all his publishing to all his bad boy artists after 20 plus years. Johnny, what do you have to say about Diddy relinquishing the publishing rights to the bad boy roster?
Just off the strength of the headline, it's dope, right?
Yeah.
Diddy has had issues with his artists for years. Him and Mace have been going back and forth for the better part of 4-ish years about publishing and his music and masters and all that stuff. Yeah. I've seen 112 have issues, Faith Evans have issues, Biggie's estate. All these people have had issues with Diddy in the past regarding publishing and things like that, right? Yeah. So to finally see and hear that Diddy is releasing all of that to all of his artists, I think it's dope. Like it's great. It's great. But the conspiracy part of my brain, it wonders like why now? Why all of a sudden now? Because I mean, from the outside looking in, at least from my perspective, it's random, right? Yeah. So why? Why now? Out of the 20 plus years that people have been trying to fight to get their stuff back.
Yeah.
So
it's just crazy that it's a headline. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, music business happen every day, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas get their publishing and all that stuff back every day. You know what I'm saying? But when Diddy do it, it's like, yeah, it's got to be a headline.
But I mean, again, like I was saying, like they've been the artists have been fighting for a long time.
Is he really trying to rehabilitate his image? Is it a bigger play?
He got an R&B album called Love or some shit coming out. Maybe this part of the rollout.
I guess.
I don't know.
Which, I mean, I'm excited for that album, but that's another story though. But it's not mainly because of Diddy's artistry, it's Diddy's musical ear. You know what I'm saying? He's a producer first, always has been. Producer, entertainer, entrepreneur, whatever, right? But long story short, it's cool, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to those that have rights and ownership to art and music that they have created. Hopefully they're able to cash in as much as Diddy has been able to cash in as of late. You can hear a lot of stuff in. I've heard "Welcome Back" in plenty of commercials and stuff like that. I hope Mace get $1 off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I'm not sure how much Total and Faith and I know Biggie's music will always be eternal with us. So and then they've been able to remix and retool that stuff for trailers and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody is able to eat in the way that Diddy has been able to eat off of these publishing dollars. And I know Mark Curry came out, who is a former bad boy artist. Yeah. Now, the thing is with Mark Curry, like, I remember him, he's from the Diddy, the saga continues era, right?
We ain't going nowhere.
And I don't know if he was ever like a rapper or was he a songwriter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Was he actually an artist or somebody that's like a songwriter contributor? Because this thing is just extended to just artists. It's songwriters included too.
But see, I think he may have started as a songwriter, but then in the Saga Continues era, maybe kind of transitioned, and maybe that was his debut as an artist.
Yeah,
but I don't think much came after that from him at least.
And respectfully, nobody from that era really made it. Like Loon didn't even get a solo, did he? A solo song, did he? Like a solo hit.
No,
Loon was on joints.
Yeah, he was on joints. But I don't remember. I can't name like you a Loon song.
Loon, G-Dep, White. It was like Kane. It was a lot of them. It was like, woo. That was right before Danny came. Day 26. That era Bad Boy was dark. Like it wasn't nobody there.
That's crazy.
Diddy was keeping the lights on.
Right. Oh.
Because Diddy was the flagship artist. That's what messed up.
Wow. I guess that's where all the resources was
Yeah,
going.
listen,
But
bro.
you do a compilation, don't really nothing come out of that. Sound like Disturbing the Peace. That's crazy. But yeah, it's even more, I guess, weird to me because wasn't a couple years ago that it was Mace was trying to offer Diddy $2 million for his publishing,
Something like that.
and now all of a sudden you just giving it. Listen, it could be out of the kindness of his heart. I don't know, but it all seems a little fishy. It all seems fishy. And in the era where you got all these companies buying up people's catalogs, him choosing to give it back to the artist instead of just selling it is like, I don't know.
And according to multiple reports, everybody got their joints back.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
he been holding on to Biggie joints forever. Like I'm like, if anything, I'd have kept that. They still had to be fighting me for that one, but you know what I'm saying? Like Mace, you can, Mace, Faith 112,
Mark Curry.
Mark Curry, you know what I'm saying? Day 26, y'all got it. You know
Mark Curry had the nerve to get on social media and say, I only give $400 for this. But I mean, how much you expect, my boy? No, that's crazy.
You really got to be deep into the Bad Boy roster to really know that Mark Curry was a part of that. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't like, this ain't like Loon, like, Loon or Shine or somebody like that. Like, it's like for whatever, you think about them and their music, they were dope.
Right.
But it's just like they never really popped off for whatever reasons they may have been. But it's like nobody really knows who Mark Curry was unless you got the Saga Continues album like I did. Oh my God. Nasty work.
Turn up.
Disgusting.
That's that shit.
Hey, man, speaking of nasty work, man, I'm going to try to get this one in here, man. Your girl, man. Your girl.
My girl?
Doja Cat. Hey, man, bro. You come on this platform and big her up anytime a single drop.
She make good
But
music.
she out here making you look bad. Not her. She making me look bad. She making you look bad.
You might be right.
I have nothing to contribute to this but to troll my co-host and brother.
And that's fine. Because you know what? Actually, I ain't even watched the video yet. Or listen to the song. The last single I listened to, I think it was called Attention, where she like in all red on the like cover and shit. So that song was fire, but I haven't listened. The new song is called Demons.
Something like that. But this is the thing. She out here dressed like Mystique from X-Men. That's one, right? Two, I think my problem with not just Doja Cat, just artists of this generation, right? They do a lot of trolling for attention, and even if they guise it under artistry, the music doesn't slap enough to warrant that bullshit.
Gotcha.
Because it's like Lil Nas X, her. Who else? Like I can keep naming people that do. The last person that really did like bullshit like that but had slappers was Lady Gaga. I can't think of nobody else. Like even Nicki to an extent. Nicki was on that shit around 2011, 2012, 13. She was showing up metallic and all that stuff.
True.
But she got slaps. Regardless if we like it or regardless if we like Starships or not, it's a slap, right? Like to somebody. It's a hit.
I said nothing.
Like Lady Gaga showed up to the VMAs in a meat suit. But she got slappers.
Bad
though.
Romance got that.
But
All that. Paparazzi. Listen. Lady Gaga got
Lady
slapped.
Gaga got them, right?
She could show up to the Grammys in an egg. She could do that.
But those are like the last two that I'm really thinking of that had like that troll factor where it was just like completely egregious, right?
Yeah.
But that really had music that we even still kind of play to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking about like the Dojas and the Lil Nas X, like, man, that's why I don't be here for that. I'm like, man, get their ass up out of here, bro.
Lil Nas X did get up out of here though.
Oh man,
like it's been real.
It's like
Doja
Doja got joints. Don't get me wrong, like for the ones I've heard, but it ain't. You don't have to do this for that. Like you know what I'm saying.
True, and you know what's even more crazy about Doja Cat? You know that I'm a Cow song that she came up. That was like her. That to me, that was her introduction. I feel like I seen it on social media. I was like, "What is this bullshit?" Okay. That was only 5 years ago. I thought that was hellas ago. But no, it was only 5 years. So like what she's been able to do, I guess, in those 5 years, gimmicks aside, I think has been dope because she showed herself as a versatile artist. Like she's able to rap, she can sing, she can make songs, like all that, and albums and all that good stuff. But again, I haven't even. And
my problem with I think not Lady Gaga, but a Doja Cat or even a Lil Nas X, they have been pigeonholed to be rap artists.
Yeah.
So it's like That's why I don't really be rocking with this shit. Now, if y'all was just pop, cool, do that. I don't even care that you black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Lizzo, I know she ain't really like the hottest thing to talk about right now. But, you know, I felt like when Lizzo came out, she was a little gimmicky. Like, I feel like, you know, she makes Macy's music. Like, you know, you walk through Macy's and you hear, you know, you know, you hear all that shit. But she's for over across the aisle. And that's fine. Because they never said she was a rapper. I'm okay with that. But they said Doja Cat was a rapper. They said Lil Nas X was a rapper.
Which is crazy because he started country, right?
I know, right? But listen, that's why I always had the issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you was a pop artist, do pop people shit.
Go have fun.
Go have fun.
Go pop.
Go be that.
Go pop. But I've seen clips of the video. But it's like, I don't know. It's gonna take me a minute to actually get to the song. I don't care about the video. I can tell you that now. I don't even got to see no more from the clips I've seen. But the song for sure. Okay. And if that's a rollout to her next album, I don't know. I don't know.
It's nasty hours out here. Speaking of video, I'm glad you brought this up.
Yes, sir.
Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion have dropped a new single. Presumably, I think it's Cardi's song, but it's called Bongos. Johnny, were you able to, one, watch the video or listen to the song?
Yes, I watched the video. Listen to the song.
Okay.
What do you want to get to first? You want to get to the song or the video first?
Honestly, since you're the only one that did any type of research on this, I will let you have it.
Wait, you didn't watch the video?
No.
Shit.
Listen, bro.
Oh, did you listen to the song?
No.
Okay.
I saw a 20-second clip of ass clapping. That's all I needed to see. I don't like, and then the song, like, honestly, they probably should have Bad Bunny or somebody on that joint.
So that's a point I was gonna make.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's talk about the song first. Okay. We can get to the video because the video is the video. The song, right? First of all, I feel like this is a very lazy attempt at the Afrobeat, soca, all that type of music because it's hot right now. Yeah. It's super hot right now. Burna Boy doing his thing. He touring the world and shit. Like Bad Bunny, like it's hot. Yeah. Even though Cardi is Afro-Latina, I believe, her voice doesn't sound good on this type of beat. And Megan's doesn't either. Like what they talking about aside, just how they sound on the beat, it's just not good. It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't match. And it feels very forced. It sounds very forced. And for that, I do not like the song.
2 points, right? When I looked at the clip, of course, via social media, I was just like, nah, this ain't it. Like, just even the song. Like, WAP is a song that I could probably still listen to, right?
Oh, agreed.
But this ain't what I like. The BPMs be damn, Johnny. You know, Johnny voice. Like, I couldn't do this one. Like, and that's not anything against like worldly music, soca music, dance hall, like, you know, Afro beats. Like, it's nothing against that because I do rock with the music. But when it's a lazy attempt from American artists, it's not good.
The cadence doesn't match the BPMs. Like they putting rap lyrics over Afrobeat song. Afrobeats itself has a different cadence when you're on the beat, a la a Burna Boy or something like that, like a Tim's. Like you can't just take your rap lyrics and put them over this beat and think it's gonna work. And that's exactly what it sounds like.
And it feels like they probably should have pandered to or had like an artist like a Bad Bunny or someone of that state to kind of be over there, because if we talking about budgets, we know Cardi got that. Man, so we ain't worried about that. Cardi can go get a Bad Bunny on a song like that.
Facts.
And sidebar to that, right? Remember I was like very adamant of not listening to the Travis Scott Weekend Bad Bunny joint. I'm not gonna hold you.
I tried to tell you.
I'm not gonna hold you. That song is actually pretty
good. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
I don't know what the hell Bad Bunny was saying, but
like, listen, that shit,
he went crazy.
But I was just like, if Travis Scott can conform, like, that's my point, right? Travis went and got that to get him plays over there, but
hey, man,
all right, whatever. But off that, I know what I'm getting from the video. I've seen ass cheeks clap before, so I'm not overly impressed, right? But it. That's it. Like, that's all I got for it.
Now, yes, there is ass cheeks clapping.
Yeah,
of course. It's Megan Cardi.
Yeah.
We seen WAP. We seen that shit. But, literally, wow.
Wasn't that what they was doing in the video?
Yes, but look. Outside of that, there's actually some dope choreography in here, and outside of the ass shaking.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, outside of that.
Okay.
I mean, that's dope too, of course. But outside of that, there's more.
Yeah.
And then visually, like with all the different colors and things like that, it's, again, outside of the ass shaking, because that's beautiful to look at too. The video itself is actually a really good work of art. One of the better choreographed videos that I've seen in a while.
Gotcha.
So I will throw that out there. But of course, the ass shaking is elite. So yeah. Shout out to Meg too. She I don't know, maybe she just been in the gym or what, but she lost a little weight. She looked good before, but she looks great still. So shout out to her.
Shout out to Meg.
And it seemed as if some of the choreography was reminiscent of Beyonce's Baby Boy video, I think. So that was cool too, kind of like a callback. So that was dope. Okay. That was dope. Okay. So yeah, hey, shout out to Meg and Cardi, but I'm anticipating a remix, Bad Bunny, somebody, because what the song itself right now is not it. It's not it.
Gotcha. And that's not even something that can grow on me. I'm good. I'm immediately writing it off.
Like if I really wanted this, I would just go listen to WAP. It's the beat that we expect from those two rapping and not doing Afro beats music. Like it's
Let's try this on for size, man, because I really want to get to this before we get off. Kendrick Lamar had a leaked verse that came out on the interwebs, on the Twitters, on the X's, on the all your social media sites,
right?
Where he was taking aim at certain rappers by name. Johnny, were you able to hear the Kendrick Lamar leaked verse?
I did hear it, but damn, I think they just shaved it off the damn.
And they didn't
off the Twitter.
Scorched earth.
Yeah,
man.
Damn,
but it's two things, right? And I want to get to this.
Yeah.
Let me just ask outright: do you think the verse was real? Or was it AI?
And that was gonna be my first question to you. I feel like it's hard to tell, right? Because some of the AI music that we've heard recently, some of that shit sound like the real person, right? Mm-hmm. And if y'all actually, I really wish I could have played the clip, but if y'all actually heard the clip, it really does sound like Kendrick Lamar that hadn't been mastered yet, because it sounds like kind of low in the background ish, kind of like that. So I don't know, but Kendrick and Big Sean were beefing at a time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I personally think it's real. Because it did. So the song was supposed to be the Element, right?
Yeah.
off of Damn, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it still had
the Damn session somewhere up in there.
Yeah, so it did still have some of the Element lyrics in it toward the end of the verse, because it was it was an extended clip of it too.
Yeah.
So I personally think it's real, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was AI.
Yeah, if this AI stuff is really messing me up, because I was like, hey, it's like before I really run with any narratives, I just wanted to be okay that it was real, but I think that is. Now that you see that it's not on social media anymore, it makes me think that it's real now.
Right. Yeah, because they done scrubbed it off.
They done scrubbed it off now, because if I want to go listen to any AI versions of anything else, it's still out there, right? That's all out there. But this, I think, was real. Like you said, Kendrick and Big Sean did have static at once before, and the bars he threw at, I was like, whew. It was a nice little jab. I don't think it was enough to, it was enough to warrant a response. Because, I mean, for one, called you out by name, and then he called out French Montana, which was crazy. I was like, all right, French,
right? Angie Electronica, yeah. So I don't know. It was like he said that Drake and Meek Mill beef got you souped up or something like that. Told him he finally famous, but only from who he was dating. I thought that was hard. I was like, all right. Listen, in 2011, that bar would have went crazy.
Yeah.
So, and even now, it's still kind of So, I would absolutely love to see Kendrick Lamar in a back and forth
with somebody
like this, this battle. I would love it.
Hey man, I think Drake been running from that smoke for a while.
Absolutely.
And as spicy as he's been lately, for all my dogs coming, coming soon.
You think it's gonna happen?
Drake need to jump off the porch, bro. Like, hey, we got at you for picking on Meek. You've been running from the Pusha T smoke.
Of course.
But somebody that's literally your peer.
Yeah,
Pusha T is not his peer.
True. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Kanye is not Drake's peer.
Right.
But Kendrick?
Pusha and Kanye are both Drake's OGs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about peers, Kendrick and Drake are here.
Right there.
And that's for 1A, 1B, and if you want to throw Cole in, 1C.
All
I'm
that
saying
shit.
it's all.
Ooh,
So he been running from that smoke, and then Kendrick, and then Cole cool with both of them. I don't think Cole really Cole's not a beef guy. Like even though him and Lil Pump had issues, whatever.
Right? Yeah, that
doesn't
matter.
That's neither here nor there. But Kendrick and Drake, they've been. It's like. It's kind of like a Pacquiao Mayweather. Like they fight 5 years too late. They should have been got this beef over with. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
But I mean, well, no. Had they beef in the peak of their careers, oh, that would have been crazy.
Because it was supposed to happen like 2013, 2014. Because Kendrick hasn't really did anything publicly with Drake since the interlude Buried Alive on Take Care, which was 2013. Right?
Okay. Yep.
Was it? No, 2011.
That was 2011?
Yeah, Take Care was 2011.
Damn. So is that was still around the time Drake and Meek were beefing?
No. Drake and Meek years later. Back to back. That's years later.
And the reason I ask is because that's what Kendrick said on
Well,
that.
Kendrick is if you gotta think about the damn sessions, that's 2016, 17.
That's right. What am I thinking? I'm tripping.
Yeah.
My years, man.
The timeline's off a little bit.
Multiverse. Anyway. But yeah. Nah. So okay. So Drake's album is supposed to drop on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Do you think we get the Drake diss?
He need to, man, because you sitting there throwing shots at Serena with 21 Savage on the song. Like, you remember all that? Like,
nasty.
he was talking nasty. Spicy throughout.
To Serena's
for the most, not even just Serena husband. Wasn't it like other people? Like, wasn't it a Drake? It was a Pusha T sub on that album. On there, it was somebody else getting that work too. That sub work, if that's such a thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it is. Absolutely.
But he was the king of subbing on that push that 21 Savage joint. So if you got a joint called For All My Dogs,
you gotta let it. Let the chopper fly.
Listen, I know Drake is not gonna give me a full length rap album, right? And I understand that, but I need 1 or 2 songs of spiciness. I just need 1 or 2 songs of that salzone, that spice, that ghost pepper. That I need that, bro.
Definitely need the ghost pepper.
Man, what?
It's all babe. If it happens, we might have to pot immediately,
bro.
I need to hear this.
Listen, bro. 20 seconds, that's when.
But also, if he can randomly put out a dance album, he could put out an all rap album. And I feel like this would be the prime time for him to do it because he done did a collab album. He done did
twice.
It's funny. He done did the collab album. He done did the dance track album. What else I'm missing? He did Certified Lover Boy, Scorpion.
If you
the double disc.
If you're talking about from 2018 to now,
yeah,
Scorpion, Certified Lover Boy, collab album, dance album, or dance album, collab album, then now For All My Dogs.
So, I feel like this will be the prime time for him to release let's not even say an all rap album. 80% rap album, right? Because again, it is Drake. Mm-hmm. It is Drake. We might get some Afro beats or some shit out here because it's popping. Mm-hmm. So this will be the time. At least 3 of them tracks need to be some shit where he just put all the spiciness on it, all of it, going crazy.
Yeah.
So we gonna see.
But we gonna skip over the BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards. We can say that for next week. I want to get to that Deadpool stuff before we go. You mentioned multiverse. Deadpool 3 has more announcements coming out about the details of the film and who would we be if we didn't give you some blurry content here on OS.
Word.
Johnny, what do you have to say about the recent Deadpool 3 announcements?
Okay, so let me just read this, right? So it says Deadpool 3 will reportedly lead directly into Avengers Secret Wars. The film will showcase multiple realities collapsing and the TVA's plan to save certain heroes from each reality and place them on the new Earth/Battle World. After reading this, my very, very first thought is, first of all, Deadpool got pushed up to next year, like early next year, right? If I'm not mistaken. Either early or mid next year. If that is supposedly directly into Secret Wars is supposed to come after Kang Dynasty. Kang Dynasty isn't scheduled to come out until like 2027.
Due to everything that happened.
Yeah, well, yeah. Right? So why are we having Deadpool leading to Secret Wars when we're about to have at least 7 movies in between. That's not even mentioning the Disney Plus shows. Not even. So hella content in between. So at the end of Deadpool 3, we're going to have certain heroes from certain realities sitting on Battle World just there.
You know what's happening?
What's happening?
The MCU is imploding in front of our faces.
That's what happens when you rupture the timeline.
Yeah, man. No multiverse shit. I mean, for real, real life.
Like
this is done. Like this, we might have to stick a fork in. This steak is well done. That's not. You can't even eat this. Pause. Like you know what I'm saying. This is done.
This is like a quadruple entendre.
Like
this whole multiverse shit. It's crazy.
It's because it's really imploding, bro. Like when we go get a Doctor Strange 3.
Right.
You see how long it took us to get 2, and they fucked up his movie.
Bad too.
Like they fucked up Doctor Strange to really give us WandaVision Part 2, like you said.
WandaVision season 2.
Because it's so many places I can go with this, right? They sacrificed a lot of great storylines to push a bigger narrative, which was something that we fell in love with this content over, the bigger narrative story.
True.
Even though the story within the interconnected story made sense. It's like we just love that. But now it's just getting to a point where it's stale. They keep trying stuff in front of our face. They keep playing in our face, and it's not hitting as it used to.
Right.
So a lot of these characters that we didn't really care about before are having, they had wild success, but now it's kind of like they're being pushed to the back burner for whatever reason. Like, I love Doctor Strange, the first one. And the way that the second one could have went was supposed to be better than what we got.
Of course.
But, they wanted to introduce, they had Wanda, the Illuminati there. That was cool. But what about Mordo? Mordo was that boy. Like, he was that boy.
And that's
he was supposed to be that boy.
And that's the thing. At the end of the first Doctor Strange, we just knew he was going to be like the villain of, about to say season 2, of the sequel, right? Yeah. But no, we get an alternate version of him who still hated Doctor Strange, but an alternate version that's not even the one that we knew about.
Yeah.
End up dying anyway.
And the thing about the business, it becomes like we talk about this all the time. That's why we talk about it here. Like I'm talking about me and Johnny. We talk about this all the time, but we talk about it here because the business ultimately bleeds into what the product is.
Yeah.
And the product is starting to become very, very mid overall. Like we would look past the mediocre mid stuff because it tied into something greater.
Right.
But now you can't even look past that.
You sure can't.
It's like the shows are the shows. Like consistently, we'll just say this: if we gotta sit here and fight for 2 of these shows to be good out of the 8 that we got, well, that's not a good average. You know what I'm saying? That's not good.
It's really not. And I just don't know if the multiverse was a good overarching storyline to really have immediately after the success of the Infinity Saga, right? They probably should have, after Endgame, it should have been just a complete reboot of the timeline or whatever. And from there, you can introduce the new characters, similar to how we did in the first 3 phases.
You know what happened? $1 billion. You start getting too many of them. Think about the $1 billion run Marvel was on before Endgame, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you right. Listen,
that Billy was changing niggas' life. Like, hey, look.
You absolutely right.
That Billy was out here.
You absolutely right.
So it's like we got to keep pumping this out. And the thing is, even you know this because you're a fan of source material, right? Mm-hmm. All comics don't hit like that anyway. So that's the other part too.
It's also true.
That's also all true. That source material, yeah, it's cool because it's on paper. That don't mean it hit though. Like that don't mean the story.
And
hits.
I mean, some characters are better suited for films than others anyway.
Because think about it like this, right? And this can tie. Oh, we finna go all the place, right? I promise you. But think about how surreal some of this stuff is, and then they try to make it grounded.
Yeah.
Like you can't have. I'm switching universes, but like Batman 2 is supposed to have like I think either Man-Bat or Clayface, or even I heard rumor Mr. Freeze. How do those characters fit into the real life pseudo Nirvana Batman? No, that fits with George Clooney and them. That don't fit over here.
Yeah, because
the way that the world is set up.
Because even with the George Clooney Batman was kind of rooted in fantasy still, kind of, right?
Yeah.
But the Dark Knight trilogy, this new The Batman are more grounded, more centered, right? So the Joker worked, of course. Bane worked, of course. Like they reimagined what how his mask worked and all that.
Scarecrow,
so even Scarecrow, perfect, right? Fear toxins and all that. It worked. So Penguin, cool, disfigured human. It worked, right? How do you manage to have an individual Clayface? How do you expect to have Clayface, a villain whose body is literally shape shifting out of clay? How do you have that in a grounded universe? You may be able to pull Mr. Freeze off,
or Man-Bat,
like,
it's literally
just gonna have a mutation. Like,
listen, they barely made Two-Face work.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's true.
So even though Batman has the greatest rogue gallery out of any comic book character, right? Listen, some of his characters are literally like, hey, yo, like, how does this go work? Now, we like the gritty feel. We like the fact that, Batman is detective, all that. Yeah, that's cool. But if you start introducing these elements,
these villains, man,
where it's too surreal, like, and maybe that's the thing. It's suspend, like we've been so used to some comic book characters or some comic book films and adaptations suspending reality for just a second. Now we got to the point where they're so real that certain stuff just ain't gonna fly unless they're alien.
Even then, it's still weird because now
like you got aliens and mutants. Now that's MCU. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
I'm about to say, because if you think about Ant-Man 3, when he's in the quantum realm, now you got all these different variations of aliens and bacteria and all this kind of shit. Motherfuckers talk about all they hoes. Like,
and then, hey man, and look, Deadpool 3. Hey, I mean, it's like when you think about the CGI, man. CGI can only do so much, bro. Like, listen, because I killed Ant-Man 3 for that CGI. Like, I was like, oh nah, this ain't it.
It was too much. The
whole movie was just like, I mean, hey, it is what it is, but I understand it, but that don't mean I gotta like it either.
This is true. This is true. So I just I don't know.
But it's like Deadpool 3. Alright, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll be here to discuss when this movie drops, but it's overall, especially amid the actors and writers strike, it's not looking. It wasn't looking too good before.
Yeah, absolutely not. Before the writer's strike, we were already on a decline. Yeah, like we had numerous conversations, especially after a lot of the Disney Plus shows that had come out. Like what's happening? What's going on? What direction are we headed? And now, with movies seemingly, being pushed up, being moved back, like they said, Deadpool 3 is gonna lead into Secret Wars. That's a 4 or 5 year movie gap. But like that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but think about it like this. Think about the gap in between certain characters, right? Like Doctor Strange. I keep going back to that. His first film was what, 2016?
2016.
We didn't get to 2022?
Yeah, that's 6 years. Black Panther, I think it was 4 years in between those. So and shit, who even know about Black Panther 3? Like, that's crazy.
We ain't heard nothing about. I felt like as soon as Black Panther 1 was done, they already kicked that joint off. Like Black Panther 2, we ain't heard nothing. Like we heard no more not coming back. We heard nothing. We heard from nothing over there.
Telecon,
nothing.
They just in the water chilling. They fucked up Wakanda. They said, "I'm going back, bro."
It's a mess, bro. When you think we get an Eternal sequel?
See, now you not Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was fire too. Like, we might not get. Wait, that came out of what? 21? 20?
I thought it was.
It didn't come out the same year. Black Widow was 20.
It was 21.
21. So we might not get Shang-Chi 2 till 26. That's fine.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Hey, look.
And that was one of the better properties that came out as
because it was original.
Phase 4.
It was because it was at least original. It was a brand new, something.
We should revisit Phase 4. We should.
I mean, we can, but I don't think my opinion changes though. We just be rewatching content.
It's like we might not have a choice
because ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else, bro.
Might not have a choice, but am I excited for Deadpool 3? I mean, kinda.
And then when was the last Deadpool?
Oh no, that was because I actually want to look.
That was pre-pandemic. Because the first one was 16. I know that for sure. Like, we weren't even podding yet.
Deadpool 2. Hold on. Give me a second. 2018.
See?
Golly.
So 2018 and now it's 2024. That's when it's
That's 6 years. That's 6 years. God damn. And for what it's worth, Deadpool 2 wasn't really that good.
Listen, bro.
Even that was time travel shit because cable.
Yes.
Come. All right.
We have reached the end of our doc. Let's just cut it off. We have reached the end of our doc. Johnny, what you got for? Bro?
First of all, we love y'all.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for celebrating episode 200 with us.
Yes,
we love y'all so much.
Appreciate all that. I'm sorry.
All the love.
Mm-hmm.
If you watching on YouTube, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Yeah. Hit that comment section. Let us know. Look, we really want to know what y'all think about this Marvel shit because this shit is insane. Bro. It's crazy. But we'll be back next week. We'll get y'all next week. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
Song of the week.
OS Song of the Week. All right, man. Look.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.